Welcome to Dr. Jester Rant, and I'm gonna rant about this. Well, technically, it's still part of yesterday's rant, but still. Here we go. Apparently, Akilah Hughes still failed to learn the lesson. I refused to check her Twitter back yesterday when I read the news that Sargon's lawsuit finally was won, and he received, or will receive by the end of August, nearly $40,000 to recoup the costs of his attorney fees. Well, but apparently Akilah it's a type of person that seems to hold a grudge or doesn't know when to drop things. Unfortunately, she keeps on hammering the same key, and keeps hammering, expecting a different result. And unfortunately, she might not get a different result, because the way she's going around here, it sounds more like libel than anything else, more like harassment, libel, and it even includes lies. Let's see, his board of fortune white supremacist, for instance. White supremacists, in fact, hate Sargon, because he's actually not a white supremacist. He even triggered a bunch of them, which led to his Twitter suspensions by sharing a lot of gay porn. Although Twitter does allow porn, but it's one of the reasons why he was banned, not the reason. Remember to differentiate both of them. Let's see, decided to quit being my lawyer because he made some major mistakes initially. Yeah, okay, allegedly. Although allegedly, I suspect maybe, perhaps, somehow, probably, you wouldn't shut up. And the guy kind of decided to give up. I would. But, well, anyway, allegedly. This happened in February, and then in March, the very same white supremacist, once again with the name of white supremacist. You don't seem to learn, do you? That's practically a libel. You have to prove that he's a white supremacist. He even admitted he has a black ancestry. He claimed my case was therefore never about copyright infringement. It never is. Even the judge himself said it was not a about copyright infringement. You went on and on about how you want to bankrupt Sargon, how you want to destroy his life, take his livelihood. You even went after his PayPal, going after PayPal right now on GoFundMe. Apologies for that. And how you didn't even care that he had kids and that you will take money from them. It's just... And then I respond to receipts on Twitter. I'm expected to pay this man reparations. I'm sorry. I have to stop right there. Just a tiny little bit. It's paying reparations to Sargon. I'm white male. Let that sink in. No! Reparations. A black woman playing reparations to a white male. Yeah. Absolutely mad. You can't help it but laugh at the irony. I'm sorry. I don't want to, but it's ironic. Anyway, here it is. She went on a tirade to make us say, I think this one she sent to YouTube. Look at this body of work, YouTube. She went on and on and on, and I'm pretty much sure that I haven't seen the video, but I think I know which one, but I haven't seen it in a while. I think he's using the N-word to try and trigger the neo-Nazis, but I could be wrong. Could be another video. Either way, what's wrong in him saying that word? There's nothing wrong with it. You're giving power to a word. When you give power to a word, you give it power over you. For instance, I got called, retard, Shrek, a bunch of names during my high school, childhood years, fat, etc. And what did I do? I use them today to describe myself. Why? Because why give power to those words? I actually find them hilarious. I'm part of the retard mob. Yeah, retards. We are against autists. We retards are against autists. Yeah. See how that works? You don't let the word take power over you. Ignore the word, ignore the power. Just okay, moving on. Let's see. The block, Benjamin Mocking, Linding West. So what? What's wrong with mocking people? All this is I try to spread the drama on my timeline, but this is what black people you like online have to deal with. Dude, you're actually doing this to Sargon. Coral! You're doing this to Coral! And what you... You're doing this to Coral, and what do you want to do? You're claiming victimhood because you're black. Sorry, that's not how it works. You are harassing Coral. Sorry, I'm invoking the spirit of Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead with his son. I'm invoking his spirit. Coral! And so when I did the copyright claim, he claimed it was fair use. It was fair use. The judge agreed with him. Wanted to stop the endless harassment. What harassment? He just shared a tiny little video, a small compilation showing the hypocrisy and the lack of self-awareness. That's it. Look at this emails he sent when I DMC. Hi Akilah, is there any reason you've leveled a false copyright strike against me? Do you understand that under fair use I can use copyrighted work in a transformative manner for parody or satire? He actually did transform. He took parts of the clip from the video and assembled them, showing the lack of self-awareness. I'll not really be contesting your claim, and I will win. He's absolutely right, he won. I've been through this process with YouTube many times now, so I'm sending you this email as a polite way of seeing if we can discuss the issue. And then, okay, let me click here so we go in order. Satire parody, this is what she wrote. Satire parody requires a commentary on the original work. No, doesn't always require a commentary. Just putting SJW in the title is not fair use or commentary. It is. It kind of is. And not only that, when you take clips and parts of a footage and assemble together, it becomes a transformative work. Otherwise, you will have major problems and issues with various news networks, channels, and everything on TV from years and decades where they actually took clips and various other stuff and joined them together, remixed, moved them, added commentary, all this stuff in the middle. You'll simply be going against all that. Anyway, now putting SJW, YouTube won't be reinstating it. It eventually did. I've also reported your channel for doing this to other creators, and there's a better chance that YouTube will be taking down your channel in its entirety for re-uploading content without express consent. What are the creators? Oh, yeah. I remember now. The mob rule. I forgot about that one. The pitchforks, torches, and going after someone for, well, daring speaking, who dare to speak against the bourgeoisie. Sorry, but there's nothing amicable here. You've made your stance clear, but hate speech is not to be tolerated by me or by an institution. What hate speech? Are you telling me, Akilah Hughes, that you said hate speech in that speech when you thought that Hillary Clinton would win? That's interesting. Are you saying that? If you want to make a commentary, please put yourself on video and say something. Otherwise, it's all just cowardice. And then, in the most unprofessional manner, the absolute cherry on top in absurdity, she actually adds XO, sending kisses. Are you insane? I'm sorry to tell you this. This is Sargon replying, but editing is a transformative process and can indeed be used for satire and parody. I would recommend speaking to Jonathan McIntosh to get more information, you can contact him at Radical Bytes. I'll help you understand the nuance of the issue. It's simply not true that 2-minute remix of your video constitutes direct replication of copyrighted material. It's actually true. Sargon is absolutely correct. YouTube will reinstate it, as I am within the bounds of US law. I'm happy you've reported me, as this will hasten the process. Help hasten the process. I'm sorry we can't deal with one another amicably, but this is your choice, not mine. He's absolutely correct, and Sargon has been a gentleman throughout this. Even his video where he actually reported the news about this, he was gentlemanly. He acted like a gentleman. Like, holy shit. I don't know if I could pull that off. I don't know how you can accuse me of hate speech in one breath and not providing commentary in the other, but then I'm unfortunately not privileged enough to know the answer. When you can demonstrate hate speech, please let me know. Exactly, please show the hate speech that you accuse Sargon of saying. Not sure how any of this can be construed as cowardice. Personally, I would suggest a comedian, between quotes, who is unable to take the banter and appreciate satire would really be the contender for the coward in this situation. But that's just my opinion. Looking forward to hear how this is somehow a form of racism. Cheers, Carl. Coral! P.S. Please don't put kisses in an email to me. As you said, we can't be amicable, and this is a form of sexual harassment. Much obliged. He's absolutely correct. Again, Sargon nailed the nail professionally. What panther? Potential panther is in the panther. I'll put kisses. I want. Not even going to bother with this. Appealing the worst part of humanity. A commentary card for legal satire has to come from the party using the original. You moving pieces of my work around is not you. Not you creating. Doesn't even know how to type. There's nothing to be gleaned from your use of my image, and again, it will be taken down. No one called you you just did! It's so weird that you're desperate to presume things about me. I have Republican friends. Yeah, kind of like when you people accuse us of saying, I have black friends! You say that when we actually have black friends, and you say that, I have black friends! And you accuse us of racism. Sorry, I'll use again. And they are nearly this unhinged. They have actual jobs and lives, and enough of which not to spend time editing videos poorly to the audience of uneducated teens. Do I look like a goddamn teen, Akilah? Look? And please don't compare me to a goddamn rat, to a vermin that's... What was it? The name again? Oh shit! I completely forgot. I had the tip of the tongue there. Things like this really burns my brains. Skaven, there you go. See, stupidity of this level really burns my brains, and I keep forgetting words. For instance, Skaven. How could I forget? The SJW is comparing Skavens to Jews, thinking that Skavens represent Jews. That's the kind of stupidity that I'm seeing here. I'll put kisses I want in an email I sent that was solicited response. XXXXXXXXX. I think I went way too many X's. But still, anyway, this is what we have to deal with when social networks don't enforce the actual policies. They enforce more than they do. For instance, you harassing Sargon, trying to dox him, going after him is harassment and is a breach of policy from Twitter. But you're too privileged. You are part of the bourgeoisie. You are part of the aristocracy. So Twitter will not do anything to you. Nothing. That's what happens. If it was anybody else doing exactly what you're doing, they would be banned. They wouldn't even be able to finish breathing before being banned by Twitter. If anyone else here, contact GoFundMe, where he raised $120,000 for the lawsuit, and ask PayPal, where he continues to make money. My lawyer would appreciate it. Once again, trying to dox him, going after his livelihood. This is libel. Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this is libel, and he can actually attack you over this. Please, Akilah, please stop. Please, before this keeps growing and growing, and he... Damn, please stop. For our own sake, please stop. Also, please vote so... look at this. And then she does the biggest no-no ever. She is trying to dox and going after the judge himself. You can't make this up, really. You can't make this up. It's like, wow. You can't make this shit up. If you thought, hey, let's wake up today with the left foot and see what kind of crazy stuff we can come up with today, this would be one of the last things I would have thought. This. That's one of the last things I would have done or thought it would happen. If I had a fucking bingo of 2020, this wouldn't be in there. I wouldn't have put in there. This in the scorecard. Also, no. I would never have guessed that someone would actually do this. Someone in their right mind will do this. But then when the shit flings back towards her, after the shit she threw around, flows back towards her, she's gonna claim racism. I'm being persecuted because I'm black. Guys, I'm being persecuted because I'm black. And no, I'm being persecuted because I'm a woman. No, I'm sorry. I'm not a woman. I'm a womansons. Black womansons. Please stop, guys. This is absurd, and the worst thing is that there are still simpletons or simps simping for her. I hate when you're being forced to do at the same household for 4 years. For fuck's sake, this would have been a nothing burger if she accepted it was not a copyrighted issue. But no, she wanted it to be more. She wanted to have financial gain and censor him. That's why. Holy shit. Please explain to me. Please don't, if you're watching this, please don't contact any of these people. Please don't harass them. Please don't go towards their Twitter. Please leave them alone. Please. And if you do, I disavow you. But don't. Please, just don't. Leave them alone. Okay? I hate harassment. I hate doxing. Anything. And I'm gonna quote Styx Hexenhammer 666 on this. Are you goddamn insane? I'll quote him, don't make his words my own. What the fuck were you thinking, Akilah, when you did this? In fact, I think this might be closely to reaching contempt of court, and this might actually lead you to some time in prison. Please stop, Akilah. I don't want you to go to prison over this. This is just some internet stupidity that went way out of hand. Even though I'm actually hoping Sargon ends up suing you. No. Sorry. No, I'm not. No. I don't want anything like this. In hindsight, I don't want anything like this happen. But if it does, I'll be cheering towards Sargon if it does happen. But I still don't think this should go more than this. We should just sit back, relax, and laugh at the irony of all of this. Really. A black woman paying reparations to a white male. Well, a self-identified white male, because for the purists of 4chan, 8chan, and neo-Nazis, he is not pure enough to be white. Either way, you know what? Fuck this, my brain's about to explode. It's too much stupid in one day. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.